All right, let's talk about some serious air power. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the incredible aircraft that make up the Indian Air Force fleet. We're talking everything from Cold War legends to the latest homegrown tech. So, let's get right to it.
So we're going to meet the vanguards of the Indian skies. We'll take a look at the absolute legends that forged the IAF's legacy, then check out the powerful workhorses that are its backbone today, and finally, we'll get into the cutting-edge jets that are shaping its future. It's quite a lineup.
Okay, first up, let's kick things off by looking back at the legends. These are the aircraft that were the real historical workhorses of the Indian Air Force. You know, the planes that truly forged a legacy. They might be retired now, but believe me, their impact is still felt today.
And we have to start with an absolute icon, the MiG-21. For decades, this jet was pretty much the face of the Indian Air Force. I mean, this supersonic interceptor was one of the longest-serving fighters in its entire history, a true frontline defender of India's airspace.
So what made it so special? Well, it was a single-engine, supersonic interceptor, and its whole philosophy was about simplicity and speed. It was lightweight and incredibly fast, built to just scramble and get up there to meet any threat head-on. It did its job and did it well. But eventually, time catches up. It was retired as more modern aircraft came onto the scene.
All right, next up we have the SEPAT Jaguar. Now this aircraft was a totally different beast. It had a very specific, highly specialized job. This was the IOF's go-to for deep penetration strikes. We're talking about a plane designed to fly far behind enemy lines and take out key targets.
The Jaguar, a twin-engine powerhouse, was an expert at low-level bombing. I mean, this thing would literally hug the terrain to stay under the radar. For decades, it was the absolute tip of the spear for any ground attack mission. It's been gradually retired now, mainly because the newer, more versatile multirole fighters can handle those jobs.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the present guard. This is where we look at some veteran aircraft that have been given a serious new lease on life. They've been significantly upgraded to extend their service and packed with new capabilities for the modern battlefield.
And here it is, the French-made Mirage 2000. Ask anyone in the force, and they'll tell you this plane is known for two things: incredible reliability and pinpoint precision. It famously proved that during the Kargil conflict, where it played an absolutely decisive role.
Now, even though it's a single-engine design, the Mirage 2000 has evolved into a true multi-role fighter. And what that means is, thanks to a ton of modern upgrades to its avionics and weapons, it can do just about anything. It's still out there serving with distinction, handling air defense, ground attacks, and even super-critical strategic strikes.
Here's another legend that's been brought into the 21st century. This is the MiG-29, but not just any MiG-29. This is the upgraded UPG version. Now, the original was already a monster of an air superiority fighter, but these enhancements have made it ready for whatever modern combat can throw at it.
So, its main job is still air superiority, which basically means its mission is to own the sky in a fight. And with those powerful twin engines, it is an absolute beast in a close-quarters dogfight. But the upgrades are the real story here. Better radar, better weapons, and, this is a huge one, mid-air refueling. That capability alone transforms it into a vital, quick-reaction defender that can stay in the fight longer. All right, now we're getting to the big one, the current heavyweight champion. This is the most numerous fighter in the entire Indian Air Force fleet. We are talking about the aircraft that is the absolute backbone of India's air power today.
The Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. This jet is a true long-range, multi-role workhorse. It can dominate the airspace, it can strike deep into enemy territory, it can even handle maritime missions. If you're looking for the definition of a versatile and powerful platform, well, this is it.
When you look at the details, a couple of things just jump out at you. First, its super maneuverability. That's thanks to its twin engines having these special thrust vectoring nozzles, which let it pull off moves that just seem to defy physics. Absolutely breathtaking stuff. And second, its weapons. This is one of the very few aircraft on the planet that can carry and launch the BrahMos missile, the fastest supersonic cruise missile in the world. That combination is a strategic game changer, period. So we've seen the backbone. Now let's talk about the razor's edge. This next jet is the most technologically advanced plane in the entire fleet. It's what you'd call a force multiplier, meaning it doesn't just add to the force, it makes the whole force better.
The Dassault Rafale. This is a 4.5 generation fighter. So what does that mean? Well, it basically bridges the gap between the older jets and the newest stealth aircraft. It's packed with advanced electronics and weapons. Honestly, you can't even just call it an aircraft. It's a fully integrated weapons system that gives a massive technological advantage.
And its capabilities are just immense. It's another twin-engine, multi-role fighter, and it can do it all. Air-to-air combat, ground attack, even nuclear strike missions. What makes it so special are its advanced sensors, like the ASA radar, which lets it track a whole bunch of targets at once, way better than older systems. Combine that with weapons like the Meteor missile, which can hit targets you can't even see, and you get a jet with incredible survivability and deadly precision.
And that brings us to a really pivotal chapter in the story of the Indian Air Force. We're now going to talk about India's very own homegrown fighter jet. This is the result of a long, hard journey towards self-reliance in defense tech, and it's a huge deal.
Meet the HAL Tejas. This is India's indigenous light combat aircraft, and it is so much more than just a plane. It's a powerful symbol of the nation's growing defense industry and a real testament to its own technological skill.
It's a single-engine, light combat aircraft, and it is built for agility. A big part of that is its advanced fly-by-wire system. Basically, computers help the pilot fly, making the jet incredibly responsive. And its strategic importance? You really can't overstate it. The Tejas is designed specifically to replace those old MiG-21s we talked about. This is about securing India's own defense needs for many, many years to come.
So, when you look at the big picture, what's the key takeaway? It's this. The real strength of the Indian Air Force isn't in any single aircraft. It's in the incredible strategic mix of all of them. You've got the modernized Legends, the powerful backbone of the Su-30, the cutting-edge tech of the Rafale, and the proud homegrown Tejas. It's this blend, a blend of old and new, of foreign and domestic, that gives India such a flexible and truly formidable air power. And that, right there, is what defines the vanguards of the Indian skies.